What is up, YouTube? Welcome. What is up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. We're driving home right now, but today is going to be a very interesting topic, a very motivating story, very motivating topic. Today we're going to be talking about how I moved out the hood, Brooklyn, New York, Flatbush, dead end, to the suburbs in Virginia. So yeah, I'm just driving home right now, guys. You know, I'm a busy girl, I had things to do. I was driving my car on 0 miles. Yeah, and my friend wanted to take some pictures of me in his clothing brand, so I had to go do that real quick at the gas station, because if I didn't go to the gas station, my car was going to just stop working on me. So I went to do that real quick. I'm heading home. I'm like, what, 2 minutes away home? 2 minutes away home. That makes no sense. I'm 2 minutes away from home. And I'm gonna give you guys the story time as soon as I get there. I just wanted to make my introduction because this lighting was kind of given, you know, tea. So when I get home, I'm gonna give you guys the story time of how I moved here, how I got my life going at 20 years old. Actually, I had just turned 20 years old. It was right after my 20th birthday. And how I decided to just get up, change my life around, because I realized that staying in Brooklyn, staying in Flatbush, staying in New York City was not doing anything for me, but just teaching me how to be comfortable. And we don't want to be comfortable. Sometimes you have to be uncomfortable so you can be comfortable. Yeah, just think about that. Think about that, for real. Sometimes you gotta be uncomfortable so you can be comfortable. And the craziest thing is, I'm not even where I want to be yet, but it's a step. I am way more comfortable. I'm living more comfortable than how I would be living if I was just to stay in the city, stay in New York, and just live my normal life and just do what I know, what I see others doing. That's just a way to just keep you just stuck in the cycle. And I didn't want to be stuck in the cycle. I've always wanted to get my business going, whether it's hair. I started doing hair at like, what, 16, 17, started taking clients in my apartment, well, my mom's apartment in New York. It was just, I know I never wanted to work for people that's making millions off of me and I'm making $15, $17 an hour. Absolutely not. I went to college. College was not for me. It was just them teaching you how to be stuck in the cycle, like teaching you how to work for people. And I just couldn't focus on it. I couldn't wrap my head around it. And I was like, I need to get out of here. Like, I need to get out the city where everyone is just so stuck on, oh, we gotta work, you gotta be a doctor, you gotta do this. No. And everyone is like, but they want to go outside, they want to party, they want to go to the club and drink. That's the city for you. You living in New York City, you're going to, like, I promise you, once in a while your friends are going to be like, let's go to the club. And I'm not the club girl. Like, I don't think I was ever really the club girl, you feel me? So it's like I wasn't really interested in doing things like that. Like, I really want to know more about the business. That's why I need more business friends, guys. Like, what's tea? Like, if you started your own business, especially if you're doing like Amazon, like reselling, if you're doing hair, like, you know, things like that, and you want to be friends, hit me up. Let's really start going on little business dates, coffee dates. Like, come on. I just got home, y'all. Actually, I think I'm gonna show you guys like a little bit of the neighborhood, the community where I'm living at now, and then try to see if I can find a video to show you where I was living at in New York. But you kind of get the point. Like, you know, houses, you know, cute little white looking area. This is my Lexus, guys. She's been with me for 2 years now, and she's running, never broke down on me. Let me knock on wood. She never broke down on me. And I'm just so grateful, guys. Sometimes you just gotta sit, you gotta thank God. Like, thank God for where he has gotten you. Like, seriously, thank God, because what would we do without him? Oh, and if you like my friend's brand, this is a piece of hair right here, I think. Is that a piece of hair? Okay, yeah. Shop his brand, The Misfit. This hat is the cutest thing. I'm in love because I look kind of cute. You guys, we got a whole backyard moment going on. You know, we have a whole backyard, little Porsche, big Porsche moment going on here. Land in the back. You know, nice little bedroom with a loft, you know, a little second floor, bathroom. We're not going to do a tour right now because my room is a little mess. My bathroom is definitely a mess. So if you guys want a tour, let me know you want a tour, and then I will do a tour. But right now, we're just going to talk about the basics, how we got here. So a little backstory. I was born in the Caribbean, Haiti, and I was raised in Brooklyn, New York. Flatbush, to be exact. I was living there for 11 years because if I can recall, I started living there at 9 years old, and I left at 20. So that should be 11 years. Yeah, that should be 11 years. And it just wasn't the best. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong. I love the city. I love where I'm from. Like, it's lit. Everybody, like, everybody's so always up and going. Like, everything is always so fast paced. Like, you know, I love the city. It's clubs, it's food spots. Number one place in the country to go to is New York City if you want some good food, like good vibes, everything great. But the only thing is, that is just not somewhere you should want to start your life. Like, New York City is too much. The apartments are like $5,000 for like a 2-bedroom. It's like this much space. It's like a whole family living in there. It wasn't the best. It wasn't the best for me. I just wasn't that comfortable. I didn't feel like I had my own space. I didn't feel like I could set things up the way I want to set things up. I feel like it was holding me back. It was not going to work out. So if I wanted to change, I had to move. If you want to change, you have to move out of the state you're from. You have to move out of the community you're in if you want a change. You cannot get comfortable. You cannot get comfortable. Staying in your hometown is really just going to set you up for failure. It's just going to teach you how to be comfortable, and it's just going to hold you back. It's going to teach you how to survive, but it's not going to teach you how to live. If you want to live, you have to get out of there. You have to get out of what you know. Make something better of yourself. So that's what I did. For me, it was either I moved to Virginia or Georgia, because it was one person I knew from Virginia, and then my brother was in Georgia. So I was like, okay, so if I'm gonna move, it's gonna be one of those states, because I know they're not crowded. Like, I mean, unless you're going to Atlanta, then that's a different story. But I know they're not crowded. It's more spacious. The houses are better. Like, it's just more of an opportunity for me to branch out. So I decided to move to Virginia. Well, the first thing I did before I moved, I made sure I found myself a job, and I applied first before I can even just go, because I need to make sure that I'm going to have a source of income. Even though I was doing hair in New York, I need to make sure that I could have a source of income when I get to Virginia, so I can, start working, and then I could figure out how I'm going to do my hair business. So I had my Lexus, I had my car, so I ended up just putting everything in my car. After I applied for the job, I got the job. I ended up just driving 4 hours to Virginia. I had a roommate at the time. I lived with my roommate for a year, but it just wasn't, the roommate situation just wasn't it for me. I'm not going to touch on that, but it just wasn't it for me. I needed to live by myself, A lot of people feel like they need their own, just to be by themselves. I just like being by myself. So I did a year with my roommate. I had a dog, but I ended up having to give my dog up for adoption and all of that, because it's a lot. But I ended up giving my dog up for adoption, and I ended up moving to a new spot a year later, which is where I'm at now. Pretty spacious. My room is huge. Like, I get my own privacy. Like, I'm here by myself. It's just nice. Like, it's what I always wanted, my own space. I get to decorate it how I want to decorate it. And yeah. But if you're moving to a new spot, it's way better if you know someone that lives there, because you're gonna need help moving in. You're gonna need help with furniture, moving stuff like to your room, unless you want to pay people to do all that. But it's easier if you know people, or you know someone that's willing to help you out on your move. And I had someone that was willing to help me out, and he was there like most of the way, well, every step of the way, to help me out. So that was something that helped me out. I say help me out, but but that was something that made the move easier for me, if that makes sense. Yeah, so I had ended up getting a security job, and I'm still doing that now. But I ended up getting a security job, and I ended up starting to do hair. I put a pause on the hair because if you watch my last video, you will see that I started selling on Amazon. I started doing Amazon FBA, which has been going well. I just have to keep going, and then just not stop, not give up. So that's how it's been going so far. So let me give you a list of things that you need to do in order to really succeed. The first thing that you have to do is you have to move out of your hometown. You have to move out of your hometown. You cannot be comfortable where you are. You've been living in your hometown for years and it hasn't gotten you nowhere. So what makes you think you staying there is gonna just magically send money to your pocket? You have to move out your hometown. Secondly, you have to put your trust in God. You have to pray. You have to pray. Nobody's perfect. Everybody sins. But you have to pray. You have to just lock in with God. Third thing you have to do, your mindset. Your mindset. You cannot have a corrupt mindset. You have to think. It don't matter where you are. You cannot just tell yourself, oh, I don't know if I could do this. I don't know if I could make this happen. No, you can make it happen. You have to believe that you can make it happen. If you don't believe that you can make it happen, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. So you have to believe that you can make it happen. You have to go for what you want. Find something. If it's a business that you want to do, learn about it, research about it, and then put it into action. The fourth thing you have to do is you have to surround yourself with people who want the best for you. Do not surround yourself with your home girls back home who always wanted you to come and smoke weed and drink. No, you don't need that. Surround yourself with people you know is going to push you to do your best. People you know is in the same business or, business or career path that you're on. You have to surround yourself with those people. Positive mindsets, people who want to see you win. That's what you got to do. Oh, and you have to make sacrifices. Like whether it's friends, sometimes you have to make sacrifices. Sometimes you have to miss a couple of events in order to lock in. Sometimes it's just what you got to do. And if people are bickering you about it or like getting on you about it, then they just don't understand. They don't understand the path that you're on. They don't understand the hustle that you're on. They don't get the hustle. They don't get the grind. They don't get none of that. Leave them in the back. I'm so serious. Leave them in the back. If they don't get it, leave them in the back, because they're not going to help you get to where you want to be. You're the only person who knows where you want to be. So if they don't get it, then bye. Literally. That's what you gotta do. So move out your hometown, put your trust in God, have a positive mindset, surround yourself with people who want to see you win. What was the last one? And make sacrifices. I'm not telling you to go leave your kid at home and go rob the bank. That's not the type of sacrifices I'm talking about. Think about what I'm telling you. Make sacrifices. Sometimes you just have to make sacrifices to get to where you want to be. And this is my advice. And that's how I ended up moving out the hood. I'm telling you, it was the hood. Like, it was freaking rats outside, like in the street, like on the dead end where I live. It was like a bunch of a family of rats. Just imagine, just think about it. Like big fat rats in the trash can, bro, just fighting for like the little last bit of food that people threw away. Like, I cannot make this up, bro. And I haven't seen a rat since I left. And not even that, I haven't gotten a ticket. I haven't gotten a parking ticket since I left because I have my own parking spot. In the city, you get parking tickets every day. Like, you have to wake up to move your car, bro. It's too much. But yeah, so thank you guys for tuning into my video. Let me know what kind of videos y'all want to see. I know y'all want to see some more FBA content. I got y'all with FBA content. Just let me know what y'all want to see from me, and I will upload it. I promise. I told y'all I'm back now, and I'm back for good. So y'all will be getting content. But thank y'all. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share it to your friends, and yeah, watch the video 100 times if you need to. Just, yeah. So I will see you guys. Comment. Love y'all.